All right, welcome to this week's Keystone Club video. And this is kind of the reason I did this is specifically for this week here. I hope you're having a great week, and I hope you're doing really good with your habits. I'm in a dip. I am just not doing well with this particular habit that I'm trying to install. And in a way, I'm happy about it, and I'm happy you get to see this because I think what you're going to see is you're going to see the system working. And again, you'll hear me say this over and over again, that I have faith in the system, that I believe by coming back and checking this consistently each week, that ultimately I'm going to succeed. But I also expect, in the meantime of installing it, there's ups and downs. And I'm just kind of in a down. Second week in a row, didn't do very well on my habit, 1 out of 5. So I tell you, I hope you don't think, everything I'm teaching is crap because I can't install a habit. What I hope more is that you see the reality of installing a habit. Now, I was thinking about doing this video here that my ego is kind of flaring because I said, I'm having trouble with this habit. I do have other habits in place, okay? So it's not that I've never installed a habit. I'm just having a hard time with this one. Now, that being said, there's a quote that I was thinking about this week. There's a quote by Bruce Lee, and he goes, before I studied martial arts, a punch was just a punch. Then I started studying martial arts, and a punch was much more than a punch. There's a lot to it. He goes, and then I learned martial arts, and a punch went back to being a punch. And that's what I was thinking about when I was kicking around my habit. Right? My habit is planning and organizing each day, Monday through Friday. And I'm like, right now, I'm almost like, what does that even mean? I'm like, what does it even mean to be planning and organizing? So that's just a natural part of learning, though. I can tell you that again. I've gone through it time and again. I did it with yoga. Well, what's yoga? How much is enough? How much water should I drink? I want to have a smoothie. What smoothie should I have? I want to meditate. Well, how should I meditate? And so it's like you commit to doing these things in your life, and there's this weird, awkward phase. And another word for that is learning, right? If you think about it, anytime you're learning something, you're going through a little bit of discomfort, right? You're breaking through some barriers. If you know how to do everything, that's not learning, right? Learning is uncomfortable. You're uncertain. You're unsure. And that's where I'm at right now. And I expect, and I have a secret method that I forgot about. I'll talk about that in a second. But I expect that I'm going to get this habit in place. And again, if at some point I just say, you know what, I quit. I'm done with that habit. I move on to the next one. That's the way it goes. So anyways, I hope you're doing great with yours. But again, if you're not, just keep showing up. I promise you, and I know this for a fact. If you keep showing up, there's nowhere to go but to succeed. I truly, truly believe that. I've done this numerous times with myself and with clients, that things rarely are just like, okay, I'm going to do this habit, and you do them. I mean, look at most people. How many healthy habits do most people have? Or positive, good habits do most people have that they've acquired as adults? Right? Typically, it's not that many. Okay, so the fact that it takes a while to install a habit don't be afraid of that. Okay, it's normal. This week I'm not gonna go through all the reasons why. Who cares what I want to do? Okay, I want to give you the big lesson that I learned that I think is very important here, is that I realized I've been primarily approaching this habit from a conscious point of view. I'm thinking about when I'm going to do it. I'm measuring myself, the reasons, the benefits. I'm thinking about how to improve. They're all very logical, conscious-minded ways that I'm approaching it. And I realized what the piece I've been missing is the hypnosis piece. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to record 2 sessions, and they're going to be very short, okay, 5 minutes. They won't be any longer than 5 minutes. And basically, it's just one of them is going to be for you to see yourself doing the habit when you want to do it. Right? So kind of playing it out, programming it into your mind. The other one is that we'll go into the future, say 6 months or a year or so, and you'll imagine how your life will be different having this habit in there. Okay, and so I apologize for not having done this earlier. I know I mentioned this a couple weeks ago that I need to program it in more. Okay, and so once again, I'm reminded of why I do this for a living, because we are so, I don't know if it's just the way our brain is created and it's also the culture, but we're so used to approaching things from a logical point of view, just a willpower, I'm going to do it perspective, that even me as a professional hypnotist didn't give that hypnotic part of this enough importance until now. And so as I said, I will have that up there today. It'll be in the tab up on the top. It'll say self-hypnosis, and you can go and listen to that or download that there. And that's where I'm at right now, because I'm kind of tired of thinking it out right now, to be honest with you. I'm a little frustrated, okay? But that's okay. I'm going to use that frustration to do something different. Okay, so when I tell you, you hear me saying there's no failure, there's only feedback, I'm letting you see that this is how it goes. Okay, and so I hope this is inspiring you instead of thinking like, oh God, it's even he can't install habits. I will install this habit. And if I don't install this habit, I'll switch on to something else and I'll install another habit. but I promise you, this approach of consistently working towards something is the real key. And then things aren't always just just because you decide now's the time doesn't mean there's going to be a straight line of success. Right? Rarely happens that way. So there's no failures, only feedback. I'm taking the feedback as I'm feeling frustrated. I'm not doing better with this, and I'm tired of trying to get myself to do it and reminding myself. And I'm going to start relying on my unconscious mind, and I'm going to boost up the value of it, I believe, by listening to these self-hypnosis sessions. I will probably focus more on the programming one because that's usually what works better for me, and I'll kind of sprinkle in the long-term benefit one as well to help reshift my perception of what exactly planning and organizing means to me. And so that's where I'm at. So again, I hope you're doing well with it. Check out these sessions if you need a boost. If everything's going well, just keep doing what you're doing. So, all right. So listen, have a good week and keep up the good work. Show back up here again next week. Keep your eye on the ball, and I'll talk to y'all next week.